The hardest part sometimes about getting an injury in jiu-jitsu isn't the injury itself. It's grieving the version of yourself that you just lost. I had a long conversation today with a training partner that pushed through back pain for months. He kept training, he kept rolling, and he kept telling himself that it would all calm down and pass. And it didn't. Now he's sidelined with a tear. And what hit him the hardest wasn't the diagnosis. It was the realization that when he does come back, that he's not going to be able to train the same way that he did prior. He's not just rehabbing a back anymore. He's mourning a version of himself. The version that could scramble out, he could bridge hard, explode through positions, and impose the pace. That version, it may be gone, and not just temporarily, but structurally. And that's the part that nobody talks about. In jiu-jitsu, your game can become your identity. The way you pass, the way you escape, the way you attack. It's just not technique sometimes. It's who you are on the mat. So when injury forces change, it doesn't just feel inconvenient. It can feel like a complete loss. We talk about fatigue, not the kind that goes away after a day, the kind that accumulates. Wear, tension, small warnings that the body gives you, and how easy it is to ignore them. But slowing down feels like weakness sometimes, and adjusting can feel like surrender. Changing your game can feel like admitting defeat and decline. But here's the truth. We circled back to in our conversation. The game was always going to change, and injury didn't create that. It just forced the timeline on them. If you train long enough, you don't have one game. You've got phases. The aggressive phase, the explosive phase, the technical phase, the pressure phase. Every long-term grappler eventually evolves. And the ones who stay aren't the ones who resist change. They're the ones who accept it early. He said something that stuck with me. I don't want to come back different. And I understood exactly what he meant. Different feels like less, but different isn't less. Different is sustainable. It's selectivity, and different can be built around staying. The hardest part of fatigue and wear isn't soreness. It's accepting that pushing through pain isn't toughness, it's debt. And eventually the bill comes due. If you're in that phase right now where your body is asking for change, understand this. You're not losing your edge. You're being invited to evolve. And evolution is how people stay in this art for decades. Not by holding on to who they were, but by building who they need to become next. If this resonates, that's exactly why I wrote Jiu-Jitsu is the long game. Because staying isn't about preserving your old game. It's about having the maturity to build a new one. The link's in the description for the book.